Hey, what's up, travelers? So today we're going to be discussing a lady with Venus in Leo and what she's about, how we can kind of like please her in the way she deserves. Oh, Solar Queen. So this is actually about the Venus placement, not the Sun. If you don't know the difference between both and you're still interested in the video, you might want to look at my introduction to Western astrology video on my channel, and it's gonna teach you how to know the different planetary placements. This is about Venus, so mainly about love and about how they relate and handle the relationships, how they attract the masculine energy. So you're dealing with Leo, the sign of the sun, the fiery solar flame that is steadily shining. Now, they can either burn you or they can give you life. They can either really weaken you by always putting energy on you, or they can make you orbit around them and you're gonna enjoy it a lot. This is Leo, and at the same time, don't forget that the lion has many lionesses, and whether she's a female or a male doesn't really matter. When you got Venus in Leo, you're the king. You're not one of the lionesses. At least that's how I feel. So she might attract attention from a lot of people, right? When you're the sun, or when the sun is shining in the sky, people notice. When the sun is shining, it's the day. And they're kind of going to have the same energy. They're gonna enjoy the attention you give them. They're gonna give you attention also. They're gonna enjoy being in the spotlight as much as they're gonna give you the spotlight at times if they actually relate to you and love you in some way. So, these ladies, they're so hot, they're so fiery, they're so beautiful. Can be a little bit petty at the same time, but it kind of is what makes them beautiful, because they have a lot of self-confidence and they know really how to output their magnetism in such a steady and forward way, and they're not shy to actually shine like their ego allows them to. Unless, of course, like harder aspects, maybe to Saturn or something like that in her chart, but mainly she's gonna beautify herself and she's going to be able to shine on others with the energy of the sun. She's gonna heat up the room. She can put a light on stuff as she relates to stuff. So she's gonna like someone who, as much as that person can value her and compliment her, because she's gonna love heartfelt compliments, because Leo is ruled by the heart, and she's gonna love when people compliment her, just like any Leo, really. And really, romance for her kind of like is like making love in a way, because she's gonna feel really passionate about stuff. She's really going to feel passionate about the love that she feels. So if you're able to really be amazed by her, she's gonna be amazed by you at the same time. Like, oh, finally, someone who sees me for my true worth. These type of girls might like to be in the spotlight in the sense that they like to do some theater or whatever, or they really like to be seen as someone who's really beautiful. So if you can hold your ground yourself, and at the same time you can allow her to shine and show her that she's really the queen in the sky around which everything orbits, she's really gonna dig that. So with that said, as much as she can feel like passionate, she can also be kind of selfish at the same time. So she might actually like someone who's able to bring a balance to that. As Leo is opposite to Aquarius, the Leo energy balances itself with the Aquarius energy. So if you're able to really value yourself like an Aquarius would do, but kind of like be non-attached to it, she's gonna try, she's gonna balance herself with that. She's going to understand that she doesn't need to be so much full of herself while still remaining shining. So that's a valuable lesson for her. If you're able to bring her that, she's gonna enjoy that. If you're able really to assert your own identity, yet still give her compliments and still think she's really hot and still show it to her passionately, she's gonna be like, wow, like, I have much respect for that person, and that person actually has so much respect for me. So you're gonna boost the Leo's ego. And if it's done in a healthy and a heartfelt way, the Leo, whatever the placement, is gonna enjoy that. So with Venus in Leo, you really want to romance her. You really want to kind of like almost be Neptunian with her, in the sense that like you bring her into your magic of life. She's gonna be more outwardly in her expression of love. So if you can bring her into your inner world and let her shine in your inner world, she's really going to dig that also. Leo is ruled by the heart, as I said, the spine, and the back. And it's kind of funny, but I heard like some Leos, like they actually really like a beautiful back, you know. So if you're muscular in your back, or if you're able to really take a load off her back, metaphorically or just literally, she's gonna enjoy that also. She might also enjoy just jumping on, almost like jumping on your back, like I'm speaking from experience there, but she's gonna enjoy like jumping on your back. And if you can carry her in a sense, you know, kind of like leaping like a tiger, like ah, like she's gonna enjoy that, because one of her erogenous zone or whatever, she really loves the back in a sense, and the spine, and the center of the experience. Make her the center of your experience. She'll allow you to be to have at least a little part, like she'll allow you to be the spotlight in her own show that she's showing as she's living her life, you know. Oh, I love this placement. It's so well. I got Mars in Leo, you know, so naturally, like my masculine energy is attracted to that feminine polarity because it just kind of goes with the same wavelength. With that said, sorry. I just drank some kombucha. It's actually good. It's good stuff. It kind of makes me drunk a little bit almost. Anyways, she's gonna enjoy fire signs like Aries, who can assert himself and show, almost bring the Leo in their sense of like this grand adventure, like this movie almost that Aries thinks they're the hero of. They're gonna vibe with the other fire sign of Sagittarius, who can kind of like control the fire and increase it and reduce it more than Leo can. You know, the Leo energy is more about a steadily shine, so she might actually enjoy like the Sagittarian energy, who can kind of dose the fire a little bit better than she can, even though she can hold the energy for much longer than a Sagittarius can. Sagittarius has a good control of the fire, but they don't have as much of resource of energy, you know. So she gets along well with fire signs. Air signs also, of course, because air kind of complements fire. Like she's gonna enjoy like the mental stimulation of Gemini. She might enjoy actually having a partner she can kind of hold with herself and be like, hey, look at my partner, don't you think it makes me more beautiful having this sun beside me, like having this shining force beside me? And Gemini can kind of play multiple roles, so she might actually enjoy that. But she's gonna like the Gemini energy, in a sense, you know, unless other aspects, of course, are playing there. She's gonna enjoy the Libra also, which can kind of bring a balance to the ego and a certain objectivity. Perhaps Libra is even going to be able to complement her in such an objective way, in such fair way, that she's gonna be like, wow, I really am awesome, in like a way that isn't so subjective and self-perceived. And at the same time, I kind of mentioned Aquarius, which can bring the balance between the self and the unity of things, and who can kind of like show her the little flaws in the structures of her ego at the same time. Now, she gets well with fire signs and air signs. It doesn't mean she won't enjoy the water signs or earth sign. It just, you know, she's just gonna vibe more with complementary elements. But perhaps like earth sign, excuse my English, earth sign might be kind of practical and can really bring tangible things to the Leo Venus or to the Leo girl, you know. So she might actually enjoy like the tangible compliment or the tangible gift or the tangible thing that like you know, the earth sign bring. Because as much as like the sun is the center of it all, the sun wouldn't be anything without the earth and the other earthy planet, and you know, the structure of thing surrounding her. So she's gonna value that also. She might also value the actual water placements. As much as like water can kind of like shut down or like water down her fire and her how she relates in such a passionate way, water signs can also show her kind of like a certain mysticism or a certain depth that she doesn't necessarily allow herself to live all that much. Like they can show her different levels of her ego, different levels of love that she wasn't even aware she could feel in her heart. If you want to give a gift to her, really compliment her, really allow her to shine, and shine yourself. Because if you're not allowing yourself to shine and you're just making her shine, like the energy you're gonna give to her, she's not really gonna see it as worth it. Or she's gonna like, this person can't even value their own self and they're valuing me, like I don't care. Okay, you're just like all the other ones, everybody likes me because I'm such a beauty and solar queen, so if you're able to actually be your own center of the world, yet you're still making her this, like if you're able to be a binary star system where you just become this huge solar energy together, she's gonna enjoy that. With fire signs, showing love for Venus is all about the actions. It's all about the passion you're feeling and how you're displaying it for the world. She's gonna enjoy good art also. She's gonna enjoy if you're able to ease her mind and if you're able to make her forget herself by immersing her in like something bigger even than her and making her realize that she's part of that thing too, so that she can grow and make her own sense of the self even bigger. So that's what I had to say about Venus in Leo. I love you gals. I have a thing for fixed signs, and mutable signs also, and kind of cardinal, especially like Aries. I love you all, really. So I just hope you're treating yourself well. Leave them feedbacks if you want. If not, well, have a good journey. See ya.